Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to our series of videos in which we are showing you how you can use Excel to track your missed salat, and you are performing the missed salat, and we provide you a system, a worksheet that that gives you tells you about the current status, how much is pending, how much you have performed, what is the Fidia calculation, and there are some motivation thought also in our videos. So let's open our latest file. Right, we have already copied it. Yeah, we will make the correction in our code. That there is one code in the opening this workbook open event, which starts getting the dates in the A column, right? So before doing anything, it should make sure that it does it in the sheet, not a wrong sheet. There may be some more sheets in the future, so we make sure that it does not start doing anything like this in the wrong sheet. So the right sheet is the Salat. It is named as Salat, yeah, dot select. So this was the command which was missing. So that made it function wrongly. Okay, so now we save it, and each time when we open it, it will force it to go to the Salat sheet and then start doing the things. Otherwise, it will not work properly. Okay, so what we do here is we open the file, and it will immediately go to the Salat sheet, and it will do its job. Until yesterday, it has mentioned that it has done everything. Okay, this is where, okay, so there are some, let me check. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes screen refreshing makes the problem. Anyway, nothing wrong. It is working, and it has presumed you that you have made the Tawbah, and you are not missing any day-to-day prayers. So all the 6 prayers are being performed. So until yesterday, all the salats have been, which were due, they were prayed. So 6 were due and 6 were prayed. That's all. Okay, that's right. So the next thing we do is we do double click anywhere, and so that it comes to this stage, and we pick the first available place here, and we do the double click. So it will ask how many days have you performed. So we say we are consistent in performing 5 days every day. Now on 16, today is 17. So on 16, I have performed the 6 days, 5 days with the 6 prayers per day, right? So that is done. So the figures are updated, and the Fidia is also calculated, and the graph is also updated, right? So I tell you, ever since I have started this uh, uh, this routine of doing the Qada Salah, right? Performing the Qada Salah. Right? So I see very great improvement, spiritual improvement in myself, and the things are going on very well. And I feel the barakah in this, because this is in light of the teachings of Quran and Sunnah obtained from the scholars, and we have mentioned you the source from which we have obtained this idea. And what we have done is that in the light of the advices of the scholars, we have developed this thing so that those who are performing, those who needs a tool which will keep the record, and which will help you know the status. So this is the simple solution which has been provided. So apart from this, you need certain motivation thoughts, so that you that keep you steadfast in this. So it's a long way to go, but still, the more you listen the good things from the people, from the scholars who tell you in the light of Quran and Sunnah, the more it becomes easy for you, and Allah gives you the tawfiq to implement it in your life, right? So there are those who are interested in poetry. Nasheed was offered to you. This is a very nice nasheed, which is also related to the people. It is calling you. It is reminding you that you have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So be fearful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah asks you, if Allah asks you that, do you not feel ashamed of sinfulness? So why it is so? Why you do not feel ashamed? Right? And also, what a bad thing it is that وَتَخْفِ الذَّنْبَ عَنْ خَلْقِي. It means if Allah say that you fear of my creation, that they see your sinfulness, they know about your sinful acts, so you become fearful, and you are not fearful. وَبِالْعِصْيَانِ تَأْتِينِي. And you're not fearful to me. Whereas the fearfulness will be helpful, which will be, it will be meaningful if you have the fear of Allah instead of the creation. So وتخفي الذنب عن خلقي. وتخفي الذنب عن خلقي وبنسياني تأتي. So this is the great thoughts and great poetry which motivates you to do this. So I promise you that we will show you that how we can automate this thing, so that so when we click here the English, so English should come here, and when we click here Urdu, the Urdu translation will come, and when we see Hindi, the Hindi will come, and when we do the Bengali, Bengalis will come, and we can add more. So how did we, let's see that how did we do this drop down. So drop down is very easy. You go to the data and you go to the data validation, and in the data validation you write whatever the languages you want to appear in the drop down. Simplest. Now the thing is that how to automate it. So let's make a new column in it. So for this, I'm holding down Control plus and this, right? So this way you have a column inserted, right? So this will become. So what we'll do, we will say plus, and we put this. Whatever is here, so that would come in here. Okay. Whatever is here, we write equal to, and we write this. We click OK. Okay, since this is a heading column of table, so it will uh, so it will have only translation. Okay, which translation is it? So it if a Bengali is here, the Bengali will be coming. Okay, if English is here, the English should come, right? So now this is the issue, that how we should make that the English should appear. English should appear in here. Okay, so one way is write a formula. We say that okay, we say equal to index. The one way of doing is through the formula way. Right? Formula way is better. I can write. I can tell you that how to write a code. You can through the code. You can also do this, but it would be way more interesting that a formula. We use a formula index formula to get the thing in here. Okay, so we use here. You know, insert a we insert a column. We insert the column. First of all, let's unhide the columns. Okay, fair enough. So we have these columns, so we don't need to insert any more columns. So we already have a column in here, right? So what we do, we say this is the Arabic. Okay, the Arabic will have a formula, and it will be simple, right? Okay. Okay, and we remove the zeros in here. We say okay, we can write a formula that if it is 0, so if this equal to 0 is equal to a space, then space. Otherwise, this one. We can close the bracket. So this is the right way of doing. Okay, so we have eliminated and the extra zeros which were coming. Okay, so this will serve purpose of looking up this the right column, right? And we use we know that Urdu is first. Okay, Urdu translation is on the first offset, English is on second offset, and also, okay, this translation we can remove. We can remove this translation, extra column, okay, Hindi, and there can be Bengali as well. Bengali. Okay. And there can be more languages also, but let me show you the concept only, and later on we can use it. And this is the translation which you pick. Translation. This is the translation column. Okay. Okay. So whenever you use English, the English should come in here. Okay. So English, Hindi, Bengali, and like this. Okay. So we have to see that how far is from here English in here. Okay. So if we say we write a formula before index, we got to write a match formula. Match equal to, we say match. Okay. So match will result. So what the lookup value will be this, and where we have to match it, we have to match it from here. Okay. So Arabic is 1, and it's yes. Okay. So we can use as many columns as you want. So for example, we close the bracket in here. Okay. So we match this and with the exact match. We would like this to be exact match, right? That's it. So this should come with a number. This number is going to help us pick pick the translation, right? So we say offset yeah, the offset function. So you have to have a reference to the Arabic. This is the Arabic, yeah. And from here, how many rows? Yeah, offset and rows. How many rows? So we say 0 row downward, okay. And how many column? Now, which column you say? So that is the 3 which was appearing on the top. This is the 3, yeah. Okay, so we say comma 3, comma this D4. This is, we make it absolute. Okay, so this should bring the English translation. No, so 3. If you count 3 from here, the 1, 2, 3. So it is bringing 4. So the translation is going to be -1, -1. Yeah, that's so. This should bring the English. Yeah, right. This should bring the English. That's right. Okay, and again, if this is blank equal to blank, then blank. Otherwise, this offset function will work. So this is the formula way of doing it, right? If this is blank, so this should be blank. Okay. If the original text is equal to blank, no, it is not. So it is bringing. So why this is not bringing? Because if I, instead of using the original text, we use the cell reference. Let me use the cell reference. That is the cell reference is you have to see the C7. C7. If the C7 is space, then it's a that's it. Okay. So this is right. Okay. So these are gone. But why this 0 is appearing? Because probably there is a 0 somewhere in here. It is not a 0. Anyway, if we say delete, undo, Control Z. Okay. Well, we have to see that why. No? Otherwise, all the other things are right. They are appearing correctly. Okay, so the formula is ready, and it is going to pick the right translation each time you change the language. When you say language, Urdu is, because the Urdu is written differently here. Urdu is not written, it's written Urdu translation. So you say Urdu, that's it. Okay, so this will bring the translation. Yeah, so we have to make sure that that the translation heading is properly written. Okay, it should be exactly. Okay, we can now hide all these columns. We can now hide all these columns. Yeah, so columns hide, and we only need translation. So whenever we switch to Urdu, the Urdu translation are here. Whenever we switch to English, the English translation is here. Okay, so we have to see that why this is not bringing English here. Okay, so we have completed this our objective that as soon as we change when we make the change in this cell, use the drop down, and we choose a language, so that translation starts appearing in here, right? It's now functioning. Okay, so what we have used, we use this drop down. Okay, and we entered the languages in the drop down using the data and drop down function, and in here, this is the area we write all the desired languages into for the drop down. Okay, so they start coming appearing on the drop down. Okay, the next thing is that we use the match function. Match function brings the a number that which position is this English. So Hindi is on the 4th position. So that match function, this D5 function is being used in the offset function here. Okay, so it tells you that from the Arabic, go to the D5 -1, right? Because the first position is 0 and the second position is 1 and so on, right? So this is how it is now. It is working. Whenever you make any changes in the language selection, when you select a language, so it picks the right language for the translation, right? So this is just a function. I wanted you to share it to you, and you can use this. You can hide it so that but it's telling you that it is the second language which is being used in here. Okay, so what is this second is actually uh, if you unhide all the columns and you see there are the languages, the translations mentioned in here. So unhiding it will tell you, yeah. So this is 0, this is 0, and this is 1. So if the 2 is coming here, so that means 1. So because 2 minus 1 is 1, right? So that's how it is uh, uh, responding to your changes into uh, whatever the change you bring in this dropdown. So it responds to it, right? So the right translation starts appearing in here. So you can hide all this in the columns. You don't need to show these all the other columns. Just hide them, and that's it, right? So you have now a functionality. In the drop down, you choose a language, and it starts appearing in here. Okay, if If there is some problem in the you need to refresh, you have to go out from the sheet and come back, so it will start copying. Sometimes it happens in Excel. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. الدين ولما اسمع يناديني فيا رب عبد الطيب من جاء سيقضيني ثواب غفور واسع للحق يهديني أتو إليك فارحمني وثقل في موازيني وخفف في جزائي أنت أرجى من يجازيني. Let's start again. إذا ما قالني ربي أما استحييت تعصيني وتخفي الذنب عن خلقي وبالعصيان تأتيني فكيف أجيب يا ويحي ومن ذا سوف يحميني أسلي النفس بالآمال من حين إلى حين وأنسى ما وراء الموت ما جماد تكفيني كأني قد زمنت العيش ليس الموت يأتيني وجاءت سكرة الموت الشديدة من سيحميني نظرت إلى الوجوه ليس منهم من سيهديني سأسأل من الذي قدمت في دنياي ينجيني فكيف إجابتي من بعد ما فرطت في ديني ويا ويحي ألم أسمع كلام الله يدعوني ألم أسمع لما قد جاء في قاف وياسين ألم أسمع بيوم الحشر يوم الجمع والدين لما اسمع منادي الموت يدعوني يناديني فيا رب عبد التائب من ذا سيأويني سوى رب غفور الماسع للحق يهديني أتيت إليك فارحمني وثقل في موازيني وخفف في جزائي أنت أرجى من يجازيني إذا ما قالني ربي أنا استحييت تحسيني ذنب عن خلقي وبالعصيان تأتيني فكيف أجيب يا ويحي ومن ذا سوف يحميني أسلي النفس بالآمال من حين إلى حين وأنسى ما وراء الموت ماذا بعد تكفيني كأني قد زمنت العيش ليس الموت تأتيني وجاءت سكرة الموت الشديدة من سيحميني نظرت إلى الوجوه أليس منهم من سيهديني سأسأل من الذي قدمت في دنياي ينجيني فكيف إجابتي من بعد ما فرطت في ديني ويا ويحي ألم أسمع كلام الله يدعوني ألم أسمع لما قد جاء في قاف وياسين ألم أسمع بيوم الحشر يوم الجمع والدين ألم أسمع منادي الموت يدعوني يناديني فيا رباه عبد التائب من ذا سيأويني سوى رب غفور واسع للحق يهديني أتيت إليك فارحمني وثقل في موازيني وخفف في جزائي أنت أرجى من يجازيني إذا ما قال لي ربي أما استحييت تأسيني وتخفي الذنب عن خلقي وبالعصيان تأتيني فكيف أجيب يا ويحي ومن ذا سوف يحميني أسلي النفس بالآمال من حين إلى حين وأنسى ما وراء الموت ماذا بعد تكفيني كأني قد زمنت العيش ليس الموت تأتيني نظرت سكرة الموت الشديدة من سيحميني نظرت إلى الوجوه أليس منهم من سيهديني سأسأل من الذي قدمت في دنياي ينجيني فكيف إجابتي من بعد ما فرطت في ديني. ويا ويحي ألم أسمع كلام الله يدعوني، ألم أسمع لما قد جاء في قاف وياسين، ولم أسمع بيوم الحشر يوم الجمع والدين، ألم أسمع منادي الموت يدعوني يناديني. فيا رباه عبد التائب من ذا سيأويني، سوى رب غفور واسع للحق يهديني. أتيت إليك فارحمني وثقل في موازيني، وخفف في جزائي أنت أرجى من يجازيني. إذا ما قالني ربي أما استحييت تحسيني، ثم تخفي الذنب عن خلقي وبالعصيان تأتيني. فكيف أجيب يا ويحي ومن ذا سوف يحميني، أسلي النفس بالآمال من حين إلى حين، وأنسى ما وراء الموت ماذا بعد تكفيني. كأني قد زمنت العيش ليس الموت يأتيني، جاءت سكرة الموت الشديدة من سيحميني، ونظرت إلى الوجوه ليس منهم من سيهديني. سأسأل من الذي قدمت في دنياي ينجيني، فكيف إجابتي من بعد ما فرطت في ديني. ويا ويحا ألم أسمع كلام الله يدعوني، ألم أسمع لما قد جاء في قاف وياسين، ألم أسمع بيوم الحشر يوم الجمع والدين، ألم أسمع منادي الموت يدعوني يناديني. فيا رباه عبد التائب من ذا سيأويني، سوى رب غفور واسع للحق يهديني. أتيت إليك فارحمني وثقل في موازيني، وخفف في جزائي أنت أرجى من يجازيني. إذا ما قالني ربي أما استحييت تحصيني، وتخفي الذنب عن قلقي وبالإصيان تأتيني. فكيف أجيب يا ويحي ومن ذا سوف يحميني، أسلي النفس بالآمال من حين إلى حين، وأنسى ما وراء الموت ماذا تكفيني. كأني قد زمنت العيش ليس الموت يأتيني، وجاءت سكرة الموت الشديدة من سيحميني. نظرت إلى الوجوه أليس منهم من سيهديني، سأسأل من الذي قدمت في دنياي ينجيني، فكيف إجابتي من بعد ما فرطت في ديني. ويا ويحي ألم أسمع كلام الله يدعوني، ألم أسمع لما قد جاء في قاف وياسين، ألم أسمع بيوم الحشر يوم الجمع والدين، ألم أسمع منادي الموت يدعوني يناديني. فيا رب عبد التائب من ذا سيأويني، سوى رب غفور واسع للحق يهديني. أتيت إليك فارحمني وثقل في موازيني، وخفف في جزائي أنت أرجى من يجازيني.